Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how we can use adaptive cards. So first of all, what is adaptive card? So they are nothing. They are used to create dynamic message or modern UI message templates. So we can use adaptive cards for that. Now, so if you will go to this website, https://forward// adaptivecards.microsoft.com/designer. Okay, so here let me change it to dark theme. So here if you see, this is the website of our adaptive card. So from here you can build your adaptive cards, but there are out of the box templates also available. So for that you will need to go to this website https this :/adaptivecards.io, and here you can go to samples. So when you will click on sample, you will see out of the box adaptive cards. So for example, if you want to use this, so there is a code available for you. Let's say if you want to create something related to expense report, you can use this and you will get a UI like this. Similarly, if you have a restaurant, you can use this adaptive cards. So let us say if once you finalize your adaptive card, either you can create it from scratch, like for example, you want to add a container first, okay, and then you want to set properties, and inside container you want to add something, okay. So and here that particular code will be available, you can copy and you can use that, but we'll use the out of the box one. And so for example, let's say let me use this expense report, and if in case I want to use this template, what I will need to do, I will simply need to click on this try it yourself button. So let me click here. So once I will click on this website, it will open the designer. So we'll wait for a second. Alright, so this website is now loaded. And here if you will see this select web host, so you can use adaptive cards. You can use that in Outlook. You can use that in Microsoft Teams, or either you can say this Wi-Fi connections. That is Yammer. Yeah, so you can use them there. And so let me show you one thing. So when you will use this one, so you are going to get data something like this, and here you can do modification. So for example, I want to remove this. Okay, so here if you see this is removed. Okay, I want to remove this column as well, so either I can simply remove this column and this gets removed from here. I also don't want this particular button. If in case I want to add something, I can drag and drop elements, input, containers are there. So I will also will remove this as well. And let me go here and let me delete this one as well. And here let me say this as delete this as well. So let me say delete this one as well. And what I will do, I will simply do container here. So this is this one, so I don't need this one. So I can delete this one as well. Let me delete the bigger one. Alright. Yeah, so I think it should be fine. So let me see if we can delete anything else. I'm gonna delete this as well. I will try to remove this container as well, and even this as well. So I think this looks good now. And you see, like when I will change, I'll be creating a flow for Microsoft Teams. So I will switch to Microsoft Teams. So here is something you will get. So you will get a adaptive card like this. And let's say expense approval for employee. All right. Yeah, here we go. So if you see here are a few errors. So typically if you will do it small, those errors should wipe out. So we'll just make sure. Okay, everything is fine here. All right. So guys, now our adaptive card is ready, and so this adaptive card will give this as output. Yep. So what I will do, I am going to, so let me create a flow now. So I will go to my Power Automate. I will go to Automation. We'll go to Cloud Flow. I will select the Instant Cloud Flow. And I will give a name to my flow. I will say Adaptive Card with Teams. And I will click on this manually trigger a flow. I will create my flow now. Okay, so I will add a new step here. I will search for Teams, and inside my Teams, so if we'll search here for adaptive card, so you see post adaptive card and wait for a response. So I will click on this, and now this will authenticate me. If in case you don't have a connection, you can create a new connection here. So for now it's already creating, so I'm going to wait for that. Okay, here you see now my connection is ready. Now you have, several options. Either you can use this Power Virtual Agent or Flowbot. So I will go with my Flowbot, and let me say, so I'm going to post this into a, let's say, chat with Flowbot, and I will add my message. So what I need to add inside my message, I will add my adaptive card output. So I will copy this, copy, and let me paste this message here. Now this is ready. Here we need to give the name of our recipient. So I want to send this adaptive card to this user, to this admin user. So I will simply select this. All right. Yeah, so the recipient is also ready now. Either you can add multiple as well. Just simply, add the semicolon. So I will go to show advanced option, and here inside is alert. I will say yes because I want to get a, like a alert in my Teams. So then I will add a new step here, and then what I will do, I will say compose. I will add a compose now. So inside my compose, let's say, so here let me select the action. Okay, so then what I will do, I will trigger an email. I will say send an email. So I will send an email to this user, and I will say expense reimburse status. Hi, your expenses now status is, and let me get compose here. So I will save it, and we'll test this now. Now in order to test this one, I will need to open my Teams. So I will open my Teams, and let me save this. So I'm going to test it. I will say manually. I will click on test button here. I will click on continue. I will say run my flow. So my flow runs successfully. So you see it has successfully triggered, and here it has sent. So what I will do, I will go to Teams, and here you see we have got, okay, I think there's some formatting issue. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I will simply approve this expense here, and let me come back to my flow now. So if you see, the response here that I'm getting is approve, and now we'll also get an email. So let me go to Outlook here. Alright, so here if you see, the user will also get an email that your expense is status, like your expense, I think I should have removed this, is your expense status is now approved, or it may be rejected. So what I will do now, I will click on edit and I will test it again. This time I will try to reject this expense reimbursement. So let me run my flow. So our flow is running. So we'll get an adaptive card now. So if you see here, okay, so here if you see we have everything here. So I will just review my data and I'm going to reject. Okay, then I need to specify a reason here. So I will say invoice is not attached, something like this. Invoice is missing. So I'm going to reject it. So as soon as I will reject this claim, so my flow will run successfully. Here I will get the status as reject, and I will also get an email. So let me quickly go to email, and you see here this time your expense status is rejected. Okay, so one more thing here, why we are not getting proper UIs here. So the reason for that is, so if you see here, so here they have done a lot of formatting. So when you will go to adaptive card here, so they have, actually put a lot of condition like this, date, like when did it submitted, and they have designed their UI like so that it will match the real, expense report. So what we can do in order to fix that, either we can remove all those elements and we can simply create a, you know, new card simply by clicking here, and we can simply, let me see here. So what we can do, we can simply add few element like here, for example, text block, and here I can say this is like the expense reimburse report. So we need to build our own, and see here reimburse. Yeah. So similarly here we need to add, either if you want to use container element and input. It is really straightforward, but I just want to show you how you can use adaptive cards, especially in Teams. So this was just a short and quick example for that. So thank you for watching this video.